Ooh, what up, everybody? Look, I almost forgot. I got distracted for a second. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're back to the regular ones where we choose what thing we want to make today. So I've put a poll up there if you haven't joined it already. All that. But anyways, late. How late was I? I wasn't that late, was I? Just kidding. So yeah, we got mining and tree chopping system, name scanning, down and revive, and base claim systems. Yeah, I see there's a couple ones that came in here after the fact here, but that one guy, if you're watching, interact and picked up a system using line trace from third and first person camera that can be scaled up. We did that actually in an earlier stream, and by scaling up, do you mean... put a like as you, yeah, put some moves in the chat if you guys are happy that I made it on time. But anyway, so we yeah, the scaled up, does that mean I'm not sure what you mean by scaled up, because it's interact and pickup system is generally a one use thing, right? So but yeah, so let me know what you mean by that. Can't see me. Oh, yeah, because I have studio mode on. Look at this. Look at this, hey? Talk to the audience, Jesus. So, I almost did it, everybody. Can't see my ugly mug. Yeah. I was 3 seconds late. Okay, well, shit. Gotta have like a little bell on here or something, you know? But, anyway, so we, yeah, like I said, interact system, that one guy, I'm not sure when you mean scaled up what you mean. So if you're in chat, let me know what you mean. I can answer the question. Who called him for forgetting the transition? I actually pushed it on my thing. I just forgot I was in studio mode. With studio mode, I can look at what the scene is going to be before I change it over to this active scene, which I activate sometimes when I'm streaming start ready, whatever, so I can just check my camera and stuff again. But anyways, please don't do trees and mining. Everyone does that. I mean, if it's what the people want. I've never done it before, so it'd be pretty new to me. So, but job got wrecked. Did you? What did you vote for? The vote wins the vote, yeah. So I was meaning to be the best way to create a data to scale it. Oh, you must, okay, so you're that one guy. Okay, would that be for parent and child, or are there other ways? So the only way you could scale the interact portion of it would be the distance that you can interact, really, which I don't think you would want to scale, but personally, but the pickup system, how would you create the data to scale it? Sorry, so yeah, I'm still confused because, like, you know, if you just open up like Unreal and just add an interact system, you're gonna have it set as a certain distance that you can interact with objects, and then for the pickup system, like I said, we already made that in a previous stream. I'd have to find the one it is. I think it was literally the first stream we ever did. Is where that one is, but I brought your people back. Thanks, King Boris, appreciate you. But yeah, I didn't. I delayed the stream specifically because you were streaming. I didn't want to upstage you or whatever. When TG does mining trees, they mine and chop themselves. Oh, here we go. We're not being ignored today. Hope you have a great stream. Yeah, thanks. And no one does it like me. Well, no, I've never done it, so we'll see. So what was the meaning of the best way to... oh, so I see what you're saying. Jeez, you guys are making me god tier here. Anyways, we'll do 5 more minutes of chatting here, and then we'll choose what we're gonna make today. So we got 12 votes in, and of course, you guys watching, make sure you check out all the affiliate stuff in the link. We got Aura, if you guys want to try that out for Unreal Engine. You get 2-week free trial and an extra $20 credit. So it's been very, very helpful for me. For was pretty bad. Sorry, not the pretty bad. Sorry, there was a couple of math nodes where I had to get the starting coordinate x plus the width minus 1. Is it greater or less than or equal to the max grid thing? So it's like I made a math expression node, and then I had to check horizontally if I could fit an item, and then if it didn't fit, it was going to check vertically, and I had to flip the width and the height, and I like did it all wrong, and Aura figured it out and was like, hey, this is backwards, it needs to be this way. So that was super handy. I see that my camera just turned off randomly. Oh, you know what? I need to plug in my camera in. Standby. I thought I did that already, but I obviously didn't. All right, let's see here. Let's see. You gonna work now? I gotta deactivate. I guess I gotta deactivate and reactivate it. Deactivate, reactivate. Properties, deactivate, activate. What do we got? Do we got me? I'm not sure what happened there. Well, anyways, I'm all plugged in, so that's good. I'll just restart the app. Verify. Is that what I had to do? What's going on here? Why am I having some technicals? Anyways, still kind of new. Maybe might be saying this stuff backwards. Hey TG, how's the Tarkov series doing? It's doing very good. I'm just waiting, or I'm almost done actually. I got all the drag and drop stuff working, so I could show that off here for a little bit, but let me get my camera back on here. I'm just figuring out why the hell it's not working. Connection will be dropped. I'm just confused why I just straight stopped. Broadcasting. That's super weird. App stopped. Restart. There we go. Okay. Flippity flip you guys over. You'll see some ugliness for a second. Don't worry, that's just my face. But anyways, so what do we got here? We looking good? We looking good, everybody? Yeah, we're looking good. All right, so yeah, let's see it. Oh, I can see a bit of my. There we go. The top of it. Sure, I'll open it and I'll show you guys what's happening. It's there's obviously still bugs and stuff, but it's been a struggle, a struggle bus here. So, excuse me. He went ghost mode. Yeah, right. So just TG fell. I've fallen and I can't get up. So I'm sure some of you know that my real job, I take 911 calls for ambulance. Those are pretty common, to be honest, falls. But I remember one that was really funny. Somebody called me, it was the daughter, and she's like, oh, my mom fell, she can't get up, and she's just like laughing hysterically. She's like, ha ha ha, she fell again, goddamn her. And then in the background, I talked with her just to see what was going on or whatever, and she was also laughing. It's just like, the lady fell and probably like fractured a hip or something. She's just laughing about it. I'm just like, this is odd. Usually everyone's like, come get me, I've fallen, or whatever, but yeah. Call Life Alert. Oh man, there's a couple of those that are awful. TELUS Health is specifically bad. If you guys have older people, do not do TELUS Health. That is the worst one for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna close Aura and I'm gonna close my Blueprint debugger so I can see my chat. All right, so here's what we got so far, which isn't quite done yet. So obviously, that's what the inventory is going to look like. We create a couple of debug tools because I'll show you, explain here in a second. But yeah, we open this up, and the reason I made it is because it's impossible without looking at the Blueprint debugger all the time to see what's being filled or not. So if you click this, it'll make all the things translucent or whatever, and then it shows which slots are full and which ones are not, because I was having some issues specifically with the tank here, because you can see that it's you know, that size with it rotating the wrong way. So yeah, that actually helped me out, so we'll make a couple of debug tools like that. But yeah, we can drag anything to any one we want, and it's going to remove it from this grid and this inventory and then add it to this one, right? So I'm currently working on the this isn't quite working yet, where if I swap my backpack out, what does it say? It says it doesn't fit. Okay, so yeah, that shouldn't be happening. So I got to fix that. That's what I was working on when I quit last time. So, but yeah, when we swap the backpacks, it's going to remove this grid because this is the grid size for that particular backpack. This backpack has a smaller grid size, so it's going to delete this component and widget, and then it's going to add a new component and widget with the size from this backpack. So, and it's going to be the same thing with this tactical vest. as well. So yeah, we're doing everything single player for the first module. Second module will be making it multiplayer, because UI is all local anyway. So it's just we want to get it to work first, and then after that we can change some stuff. And then I'm going to be working on amounts next. So obviously these bullets, we can have a certain amount stack on top of each other, whereas these ones are just individual items that we're going to just put in the thing, right? So yeah, these are it's very close to being complete. So yeah, that's exciting. The other thing I got to work on is storing items. I don't think I got that fully working yet, because if you drag this into your inventory and then exit the inventory and then open it, it's not there. So yeah, I'm working on that inside of the player state right now. So framework player state. So let's see. This is looking very similar to the Code Veronica remake. Is it? I don't even know what Code Veronica is. I've never heard of it. You look like you have to look in the reflection of his eyes to see the screen. Oh, you guys are funny. Right, I did it again. Hey, there you go. I'll close this so I can see what I'm showing. Yeah, I just don't have my shit today, hey? My shit together. So I'm just showing you guys all this stuff that's not even happening. Okay, yeah, so re-showing it. Here's what the inventory looks like. Okay, so, okay, so no, I might get the Code Veronica remake. No, is it a game that was supposed to be made but it wasn't made? Anyways, so yeah, that's what the inventory looks like, and then we interact with this, and here's all of the items. Here's the debug mode I was talking about when you guys couldn't see before. So red's obviously full, and the tank is right here I was talking about for the rotation, and then the green is obviously available. So yeah, this is the only thing that's not working, because right now it says it doesn't fit in slot, but it's a key item slot, so it should fit fine. But yeah, I gotta figure that out. Yeah, you can drag this in, and then when I close it, it doesn't show up again, so I gotta fix that, but that's in player state. So yeah, that's what we're working on here, or not today, sorry, but that's what we will be doing in the actual course. Is we'll be creating all of this, we'll be getting all of the drag stuff working, and all of the stuff will be swapped out. All your items will save inside of your player state, and then we are not doing, just if anyone's watching and they're not sure, Tarkov's looking cool, thanks man. Yeah, I couldn't see a darn thing, just like the Code Veronica remake. Oh, I see. Would like to see an Outbreak series redone for real. Outbreak, I've never heard of that game either. Apparently I haven't played a lot of games. Hyped up the series, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, this, like, I've been working on this for a while, right? But I've been like doubling down on it for the past couple weeks, just to get it all working. But anyways, yeah, so what I'm not doing in this series is we're not doing anything to do with, like, weapons, like, equipping weapons, doing your attachments, all that kind of stuff. We're not doing anything like that. This is specifically this type of inventory. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're going to make sure it's multiplayer ready. We're going to make sure that we can loot bodies. We can, you know, interact with a body or interact with a crate like we've been doing here, and we can move stuff to your inventory and basically leave the level with it, right? So and then the fourth module, we're going to be making another level, which is going to be our, like, hub level, like they call it, and we're going to do a crafting system. So, you know, we want to craft, you know, a new backpack. We need certain things to do that, right? So we'll do that crafting system, and then also we're going to do, okay, we're going into a mission, let's equip ourselves. So we'll have our stash, we'll equip ourselves, we will save all of that stuff to a save game, and then we will load the level that we're going to be in, and then it'll show all of our stuff. Right. The other thing I'm going to do in the third module is we're going to do random items. Okay. So when I say that, I mean, like, you know, there'll be 6 different crates in here and maybe like 1 or 2 enemies. And they're going to grab items from a pool of items that are available only in this level. And then it's going to randomize what goes in each crate and what goes in each enemy. Right? So that's what we are going to do, and it's going to be great. So Tarkov 2 before GTA, pretty much, right? I mean, I haven't played Tarkov in a while, but it was yeah, it was super annoying, to be honest. International Mars base before GTA 6, yeah. TG, I put a basic format in the code share. Help yourself. You can use it for fancy bags. Okay, nice. Hyped up the series. Nice. Okay. So it looks like it's mining and tree chopping today. So we're going to end the poll there. And there we go, 15 votes, and pretty much half of you guys wanted the mining and tree chopping system, so we're not doing that in Tarkov, obviously, so we'll file new projects. Probably first person, I would imagine. Hey? Or third person? Let's do third person. Third person is more interesting. We'll do the mining system. Okay. And game development, create that. Project files will be available for members as usual at the end of the stream. So I'll just have to comment box and clean everything up that we make here today, and then we'll make it available for everybody else. Okay, so let's check her out here. So I have no idea how to do this, so I just gotta kind of think out loud here. Grabs his axe. Yeah, right. Get chopping. Justin said it's still broken. Tarkov, I mean. Oh, the actual game? Yeah. I thought you were going to say my project. I was going to say, yeah, no shit, no. But yeah, what pisses me off, maybe it's just because I didn't fully understand the ammo system in there. I understood it a bit more when I played Delta Force's version of the extraction shooter. But yeah, it's just like, I just never had good enough gear, and then you go in to like complete missions and stuff, and then you just get murked by some, randy guy that's been playing Tarkov for like, 3 years. Just not interested in that bullshit. And yeah, it doesn't matter who's a better shot or nothing, right? It's just like who has the better ammo. So, and better gear, I guess. Anyways, that is a big ass word for Quartinus. Just added a CCO anim pack, has a tree chopping animations. Oh, okay. Is it free? Like most of your stuff? Well, I'll open this up and I'll search it up. Sounds good. Yeah, Delta Force does it better, less hackers too. That's funny because I've heard the opposite. It was like loaded with spammers before. Like the chat was just full of people basically asking for your money or you to join something or whatever the case is. But the problem with Delta Forces is it like just never loaded any of the levels. It only loaded the first level. Zero Dam was what it was called. But all the other levels, it would never load. I maybe played the other levels like maybe 5 times total, like all of them together, just because it never loaded it. You were just stuck in a queue forever. Super annoying, but whatever. CCO is free to use, modify, and give away. Interesting. Okay. Well, first off, I got to figure out how to do this before I get into the animation part of it. So, let's just start with, I don't have any tree anims, so I'll just make some in modeling mode here to start. Cylinder. Look at that tree right there. Look at that tree. Okay, so we're gonna do this in 2 parts. So first I will. Is that good enough? I think yeah, that's probably good enough. Height 200. Yes, we're gonna accept this. Oh yeah, let's change the folder so that. Yeah, because I don't want it in that folder. Content, let's make a new folder, call it static meshes. And I'm gonna, I will literally die before I remember that you can't put spaces between your stuff. Static meshes, so I will select that folder and then I will do current folder. So it'll put our stuff in there. We're gonna hit accept on this tree. I am now going to, you know what, let's go to left and we'll frame that tree. So it's on the ground right now. I might make it go up 50 units. And then we're going to put another cylinder underneath it and make it a trunk basically, right? Or like a stump. Okay, well that's not going to work, is it? So I got to go back to perspective, cylinder. There, that's overlapping it in a sense. We'll just go to the top view and just make sure that that is indeed the case. It looks like it is. Great. So we'll go to the left. I'm going to shrink this to 50. And the radius is going to be the same. Where did it go? Oh, okay, it's already there. So it's already all lined up. That's perfect. I just want to edit this a little bit more. Where is it? Select. Basically select the bottom face and then just make it a little bit bigger. Let's see, bottom, right? Bottom, can I select this face? I don't use modeling mode very often, to be honest, because I just do it in Blender. But mesh or model, fill, try select, subdivide, plane cut. Okay, actually, maybe I gotta hit accept, and now I can hit... Like, I hope you guys know what I'm trying... you know what? Forget it. We don't have time to be all artsy, pretty much. So, okay, so we got the basically the stump, and then we got the actual, you know, log or whatever, right? Okay. Let's see here. Oh, that's what CCO means. Real time, I wanted the base claim. You're funny. Oh, Creative Commons, whatever the hell that stands for. Yeah, okay, I got you now. See, I didn't have much trouble, but on Tarkov I was getting cross mapped by level 3s. Yeah, there's I can't complain too hard because I didn't enjoy Delta Force. I liked the other mode more than I liked the extraction shooting mode because yeah, it's the same thing. Just you were dying to dumb shit, but yeah, it was a little bit more fun. When you actually got to play a match. Day before was dreadful, never got to play, but I saw all the news around it for a while. And Skyrim Majora says, I love blueprints, I love making my life hard, and now I understand how to use the Unreal Engine documentation for C++. Don't use it, I feel like a god. Okay. Oh, I love blueprints, but okay, I see. I thought you were being sarcastic in the first part, but you're being sarcastic in the last part. Check your Discord message for links. Sounds good. I'll open that up. You sent it up. Sorry, I gotta move this down so I can actually see. There it is. Universal Animation Library. Oh, nice. Okay. So I'll open this up here. Do you trust this site that King Boris sent you? No. Oh, is this not here? Sorry, here it is. Is this not... Just looking where to download it. Down... Yeah. Source comes with the blend file, the rigs. Standard free. Chest open. Ooh, these are all great. Super cool. Download now. Name your price. I feel bad for putting $0. To be honest. Okay, well, it doesn't like me putting $0. Email address required. Well, I'm just gonna move this on over here then. Even though I'm putting the one that's probably publicly available anyway, so. Anyways. Just one sec, I'm just getting that going. Because, yeah, we will use it. Anyways, so, yeah, we have a tree stump and a tree thing. We're just going to rename those. This would be the stump, static mesh stump, and static mesh trunk. Truck. Okay, and let's just assign some materials to these guys just to have something nice looking, some sort of wood. Oh, right, they don't have the starting thing anymore, do they? That's garbage. That's effing garbage. Sorry, I can't remember how to add that in. Like, because you go to content drawer and you go to add, and you go to add feature or content pack. But... asset types used, yeah, blah, 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 don't care. Doesn't matter. That's so annoying. Or is it in C++ for some reason? No, it's not. Sorry, let me close Fab so I can read you guys the comments. My eyes are too poor to read the URL, yeah. Reading is tough. You can throw me that link too, please. Here, I can post it in the chat here. Here you guys go. You guys can have that. And then here, chopping and mining system. I'm just gonna post that for the people that decide to ask what we're doing. Okay, so yeah, that's really stupid that they took out the starting material, the starting stuff, hey? So content drawer, engine content, starter content, like, yeah, there's just nothing in here, hey? That's so gay. All right, anyways, so let's go to, not here, sorry, contents, stack mesh. Okay, whatever, I guess I'll have to import some materials. Yeah, that's, I don't know why, you know what, actually, I don't need to do that at all. I need to just open up, actually, here's what I'll do, sorry, file, recent, no, not recent, but I'll have to open up a project, and it'll have to be, you know what, I just realized that there might be trees in here, but, I'll just do the materials, we'll just do something basic here. Yeah, I know you sent me the starter content on Discord. I always forget. Yeah, so I know. But I mean, the fact that it's not in there is really dumb. Honestly, I don't know why they decided to just take that out. Yeah, you know what? I'll just do what you just said, Fatman. I'll just I'll install that here. Really appreciate your work and learned a lot from you. Thanks, Andy. Thanks for joining the stream as well. So let's go to, since we're already here, materials. I'm looking specifically for, okay, well, it froze. Well, you know what, I'll just do what Fatman said, because Fatman's the boss here, so. There you are. Camera, military. You sent me the military camera system. You sent it to me on Discord. I don't see it on. Did you DM me or did you send it to me some other way? Or is it in the resources in our Discord? Game streaming, free glass. I don't see it in the Discord here. I mean, the Discord's no secret. I'll just put it over here for now. It may be in resources. Can also find join the Discord to find all the resources. Yes, that's correct. 2 months ago, yeah. I'm gonna search for it and see, or community code share maybe. Start. Oh, Unreal. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this. So, yeah, you got to do all of these? Starter content. This is so dumb. I just don't understand why they didn't, what is a Z01 file? Is that a virus? What is that? Oh, you need all 3 parts of the file was too big for a single zip on Discord. I see. I've never... zip 1. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Yeah, well, I see that potentially dangerous download. What are you doing to me? Continue to download. Okay, so we'll... 250 megabytes, hey? Remember back in the day when you were illegally downloading movies? That, like, a movie was, like, 800 megabytes? That's, like, literally what I'm downloading right now. And it's gonna take, like, a minute before it took, like... God, I don't know how long. Wave's big weenie about, yeah, right? Yeah, remind me to drink water today, because you know how that goes. So anyways, we'll get rid of this for now. I will reopen up that project. Yeah, I've never seen a Z02 or whatever the hell it is thing before, but hey, what is viewer system? It is a chopping and mining system, which I've not done before, so this is going to be all new to me, but yes, we'll see how that goes. So to explain the system, I think we'll worry about materials and stuff after, because, oh, the downloads are done, I see. So, extract all, sure. Same volume cannot be used for both the, what do you mean? I do it all the time. What do you mean? Okay, well that folder's empty. I don't know how you split up the zip, for one. And extract all. Oh, I see. Starter content. Yeah, sure, why not? Same volume cannot be used for both the source and destination. What? I unzipped many. This is just like becoming way too complicated. So fuck materials. Anyways, so yeah, I think how we're gonna do this is we have a tree now, and now we need to make a rock. So let's make a rock, or some sort of ore or whatever. So let's do I'm not sure. I guess a box for now. Yeah, we'll just do a box, and then the box could just get smaller as we mine it or something like that, right? Or you'd have a separate static mesh for, yeah, okay, my brain's starting to kind of work on how I'd want to do this. So yeah, the box would get smaller, or if you have like an actual rock, you'd have to have different rock, you know, static meshes, I would say. So selection includes engine assets, which can't be modified. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, whatever, that's good enough. That's good enough. So we got our ore here, and we got our tree. So we're going to need a health component for these. Let's see. We're just going to start a Galaxy Reserves before he starts coding. Just open the main one. They must have same names, though. I mean, I can. How big is it? 800. Is there another way you can send that? Yeah. Oh, you're a viewer only on the G drive. Maybe I should make a file on the member one for sending files to me. But we can do that after. Got to use geometry collection and break it. Geometry collection and break it. Oh, you're talking about like the chaos system, right? BSG. Just use PCG mesh. PGC mesh would help. I guess you can customize it in real time. I've never actually done PGC mesh. So if you have a little insight on that on here, I can try to figure it out. But anyways, so this is going to be super basic because, like I said, I've never done this system before, so I was trying to figure it out. But yeah, so basically what I'm thinking of is these are going to need a health component of some variety. They're also going to need an enum of what type of material it is. And, or yeah, so it's a tree, it's a, you know, an ore, whatever type of ore it is, or whatever the case is. And then you're going to have, I'm assuming, depending on your game, if you're going to have an axe equipped in order to cut down the tree, or a pickaxe equipped to mine the ore, or vice versa, or if you're just going to interact with the item and then mine it. Okay, so you got to make that decision. That's a game decision. I think what we'll do is we'll just, when we interact with it, we'll mine it or chop it or whatever the case is. This is going to have physics enabled on it once you do actually chop it down and make its health 0. This is just going to remain exactly where it is, and this is going to fall over and topple over or whatever, and then you can interact with it or whatever the case is. So, yeah, we'll do... Trying to think here. I'm thinking of games like Eco, because you do this stuff in Eco, right? So, But in eco, you can swing your axe anywhere, and no matter where you hit, you're going to cut it. Where, you know what I mean? So, sent you a message with OneDrive link for the full zip, not the section one. Okay, sounds good. But yeah, that I was just going to that for materials. So, I mean, if we don't have to worry about materials necessarily right now. So, anywho's, but I will accept that afterwards. Okay, anyway, so, let's create some data now. New folder for data. And once again, I've never made this before, so if you guys have suggestions, like, by all means. So, I'm a big fan of data assets. I saw that King Boars in his stream just recently was using data tables. Data tables probably are fine as well. I would just prefer data assets myself. Anyways, blueprint class, and it'll be a primary data asset. Okay, we'll call this PDA underscore material. Sure. Okay. We will need a variable for a name, like usual. Material name. Okay, and what else will we need? We will need... I guess we'll need the material class, which will be we can't change it right now because we haven't made it. So, we can make it in a second here, but we will also need to know the number of materials given. That'll be probably like I would assume an integer of some variety. Probably want the material health, I would assume, because that's all going to be based on what it is, right? What else? Anything else, you guys? Suggestion is to use the chaos system. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's pretty easy to set up fracture mesh and put it into the geometry collection. Once the rock's health gets to 0, the garbage collection, or sorry, the geometry collection fractures and breaks apart. I saw something on how to do that once, but I've never actually got into it yet because I've just been working on the systems for my game, so I haven't gotten into like the chaos stuff yet. It will use physics properties to drive the fracture animation. Yeah, 100%. So, I gotta remember. I gotta remember how to do that. But let's just get this going here first, and then I will do that. Fatman, thanks for posting my affiliate links, guys. Check those out. Epidemic Sound itself is just like super helpful, so check that. Did that with my exploding landmine. Awesome. What is PDA for? Sorry, I was away. This is the primary data asset for the material itself. So like material, not material like the wood or whatever. Like what type of material you're mining, or we're mining red oak tree or whatever the case is. Okay, so that's what this is for. What else are we going to need, everybody? We got the health of the material, so how many swings we need to take it down. And number of materials given, so how many materials we're going to give out based on the thing. Material class, that'll be so that we can spawn, I guess, the... hang on here. Because they're already going to exist in the world, so we don't need to spawn them necessarily. Yes. What we're going to have to do specifically for the tree is, so the tree, this can be one mesh. Okay, so this will be the blueprint, or not the blueprint, but, or I guess, yeah, the blueprint. Because we're going to have the component and all that kind of stuff in it, right? So this will be one mesh. Okay. Is that going to be performance heavy if we have all of these be blueprints? I'm just trying to think. Mission, a Boolean is mission item. Oh, okay, sure, yeah, we could do that. PDA resource mineable. Sure, yeah, we can rename it to that. Personal data assistant. For fraction, follow the steps. Select any static mesh from the main menu, landscape modeling menu. Select fraction. 3, select uniform from down, and then click on new. Okay, so we'll try that for this. So we're in modeling mode, and then it says go to fraction. I'm assuming that's going to be in, like, one of these here. Don't see it. Create. Faves! Not modeling mode. Oh, okay. Oh, select. Oh, I see. Okay, I got you. Fracture. Okay, copy. Copy. And then from this, you said... Well, this will be geometry, right? Fraction. Select uniform. Was that an option? Outliner. Geometry. Oh, never mind. It's a separate mode itself. I see. Okay. Do you still have to enable... Do you have to enable fraction still? Select uniform from the drop menu, then click on new. Let's see here. Yeah, like this is all... Oh, I see. Uniform right here. Okay. Yeah, I've never... Like, I've read about it, and I've seen a couple of showcases on Chaos, but like I said, I've never used it, so... explode amount. Ooh, how exciting. We don't want it to explode necessarily, just kind of fall apart, but yeah. Just looking at all these. Rest collection, hide, select fracture level, select. You guys have probably more experience than me on art related stuff. Click new on the left. Okay, here we go. New. And then geometry, yeah, we'll call it, you know, OR. User proxies, data flow, generated, sure. Okay, there we go. That's pretty cool. So, chance to fracture. Each selected bone is no bones. Okay, yeah, so no, there would be no bones, right? Oh, I see. Random seed, split islands, grout, group fracture. This is pretty cool, everybody. Bounding box, explode amount. Amount to expand the display geometry bones into an exploded view. Oh, so is this just a look at it, or what? Now click on fracture on the left, blue one. I see, okay. So yeah, we'll fracture that, sure. Okay, so now is this where we can... Now can we do explode? I see. Ah, okay. That's pretty cool. Fracture level, blah, blah, blah. Random seed. Draw sites. Noise. Let's see what this... Not sure what that does. Fraction, octave number, point spacing, collision. Add samples. If enabled, add extra vertices without triangles to the geometry in regions where vertices are spaced too far apart. These extra vertices will be used as collision samples. I feel like this is only useful for simulations that use particle implicit collisions. I feel like that should be true, but yeah. It's already simulating physics. Copy. Okay, so save and now duplicate it and drop one above one another. Sorry. Save, duplicate, and drop one above one other. So we've already fractured it. So this is saved already. You'll also need to make a BP. Yeah, the master field. I actually do remember that. So I'll just make that right now. We'll just make a new folder for chaos stuff. Blueprints class, master fields. Is that the right one? Master field. I thought it was called something else. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, it is right. Okay, select BP master field. Yeah, I do remember that from the showcase. It's done. Just duplicate the box. Make on above high so it drops. Okay, duplicate the box. And then... Oh, okay, so now we're gonna... I guess we simulate physics and then it breaks and then we cache what just happened. Is that correct? Okay, so anyways, we'll go back to... for Master Field, I can't remember exactly what the steps were again. Oh, play the game. Yeah, okay, so I'll simulate it. Interesting. It didn't do anything. But... Or did it? I can't tell. Oh, make the box collide. Copy. Okay. So now we stop it or save it, or what do we do here? More height. Okay, so copy. More destruction. I think there needs to be more pieces, to be honest, but that's fine. We'll... Whoa! That's a big boomy. So that's what happens when I swing an axe at it? On left, make all three values 5,000. On the left, make all three values 5,000. Do I stop? Hang on. You're talking more height, more kaboom. Well, you're swinging a pickaxe at it, so we don't want it to be, you know, huge, right? I mean... no, you will need the master field to give small impulses to the parts. The other left. I was looking over here, right? But the other left. Oh, okay, here. Oh, I see. You're trying to like. You need the master field. Yeah. Okay. So details. Okay. Yeah. In the details, make all three on the left 5,000. Which all three? Like location? Not location, sorry, I'm just trying to follow along the play here. On the left, make all three values. Hey, eternal stresses inside the rock could release velocity when cracked, so have fun with it, kaboom. Oh, I see, okay. Scroll down, you're gonna find the details like... Oh, okay, so scroll down here. 50,000 clustering. Is this the one, clustering? Or is it collisions? Or internal velocity? Internal, okay, these are all interesting. General object type. Scroll down, you're going to find details like 500,000 and 50,000 and make them 5,000. Search 5,000. Okay. So damage. I see. Okay, so the damage threshold. You want all of them 5,000. Okay, copy that. Whoa. So this is... I just want to understand what this is doing because learning. But that's pretty cool, to be honest. So it's... Clear that out. So that was the chaos, physics, damage. User defined damage thresholds. So this says... What? There's no tooltip for this? Come on. Come on! Value is destruction. That's good for when it reaches 0 health. Yeah, and then they disappear or something. All the parts... scale down to 0 or they just disappear. I guess we can just fade them out. But okay, so that's good for when it reaches 0 health. Just use a master field. Don't mess with all that stuff. All right, well, let's open the master field now, and then I'll try to remember what the hell's going on there. Oh, that's right. Actually, sorry, the master field, I got to drag this out, right? I got to drag this out. This is all kind of coming back to me now. Sorry, where was it? Master field, BP. There, where the hell did it go? Did I not drag it in? There it is. It just randomly just showed up. Anyways, master field, box, volume. Do you have to set it with scale? Whoops, sorry. I guess not. Okay. This will be gravity. There's a component up here that I thought we had to scale or do something with. I'm just gonna move this up to here so we can actually see some stuff. Okay, so we got the field system component, the box. Yeah. One of these. Oh, I see. So based on how big. Okay, box extent. Make this. Maybe don't make that big. Oh, sorry, box extent. Let's do like 1,000. See what happens. I don't see the box. Do you guys see the box? So I'm looking over here. Or do I have to stop simulating? Is that what I have to do? I don't know. Yeah, so here's the box, or sorry, the master field self. Box volume. Because I remember in the showcase you had to like put this in the world and you had to encapsulate the area that you wanted to just basically destroy, if that makes sense. The box extent doesn't matter too much, just for and direction. Is there a way to make certain ones fall off increment relative to the damage? That's good for when it... yeah, okay, so... yeah, you know, again, I've only seen this a couple of times, but I've never actually done it. Okay, there it is. Now it's working the way it should be. So yeah, we surround this, right? And then do we simulate... I'm just going to delete this for a second. And then simulate it. And then... yeah, that's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought it was going to do. Okay, so yeah, that swing of that pickaxe, that's some strong shit right there. Anyways. So, okay, I've done that. Now how do I save this geometry? Do I go to... let's see here. Basically, hang on. So I'm going to stop simulating that. I'm going to assume that there's some code in here. There's not. What's the parent class? Can I have a look in here? Okay, so event tick, begin play, field active true, begin play, setup, initialize, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I'm just looking at this to see what the hell's going on. On tick with delay. Fall up shape, add calling field. Yeah, well, I hope so. Just make the whole... I don't even know how Battlefield does it. Like, Battlefield has, like, fully destructible environments. I don't know how the hell they do it without calling, like, everything, to be honest. External strain. Okay. Level generated meshes. Oh, okay, so it just saves it automatically? Oh, geez. That's pretty cool. So... content... sorry, all this content, static meshes. Oh, did I not save this? I swear to God. Chaos. Where the hell is the... where's the... oh, so that's all the cubes, hey? Isn't it? Or is that... oh, that's something else. Okay, well, I'm going to hide all these because this is just going to get frustrating. Quarter cylinder. Yeah, ramp. This is all... oh, it's already in a folder. What am I doing? There we go. Cylinder 1 and 2, that'll be the tree. GC ore. And... I'm confused. So, is this what we put into the world? And then we just got to tell it to like deactivate or not auto activate? Where are you? Oh, okay, auto activate is false. So how do we activate it then? Because like as soon as I hit play, it like blows up, right? Yeah, so there should be a setting in here somewhere, I would assume. All you need to do is spawn a tiny MF when you hit a rock. It will just pop off a little. Oh, I see. Okay. Sorry, MF. I'm not. Just what do you mean by that? Sorry. Remove the master. Oh, I see. Master field. Remove the master field, and then it won't pop. Okay, so when it dies, it spawns this. It spawns a master field basically at its root, and then it'll. I see. Create an actor, add a GC, and then select it in the details. Yeah, I was trying to deactivate it. So I actually like Fatman's idea. What will it do? So you have to make basically a master field blueprint for every kind of destruction that you want, right? So you want, this is obviously for the rock, and then you need to have something a little bit more specific for the log, I guess. Because the log, I feel like, would be way simpler. I feel like you would swap the static mesh, which would be a full tree, to be just the stump, and then you would spawn a second blueprint exactly where this one was, which is just the stump, and then the stump would fall over. That's what I would assume would be for the chopping of the wood. But for this, I mean, this looks really great. Where you map save gonna file? Yeah, I had a generated folder, but I told it to save not in there. I told it to save here, but I don't know. We'll yeah, I'll just look for the generated folder. Okay, open. Where is it? Show in folder. There we go. Okay, so generated this, and I see. Okay. That sucks that it's there, but okay, whatever. Yeah, the master field. I do like Fatman's idea a little bit better, just because it can be a regular static mesh, which is not. Or sorry, I guess it would have to be this, hey? The pre-fractured one. And then you can place that around the world, and then you interact with it. Once its health gets 0, then you spawn in this master field, and then it goes boom. I kind of like that better, personally. Could open the variable by exposing on spawn. You could use one master frame for all of them. Yeah, after the simulation's done, I'm sure you could destroy the master field. I said master frame. The master field, so that it's not constantly ticking, essentially, right? So you do the simulation's done, then you can destroy that. Is that right? I saw a video where someone made the GC just as it fell point, just as the fell point of the tree, and then hit. Each broke off a piece until it fell. Oh. Huh. That's actually a good idea. But the idea, I think, behind this other way that I was thinking of, if this is just a static mesh, it has no code in it, it's not ticking, it's not doing any of that kind of stuff. As soon as you break this piece off, then you spawn in this blueprint of the piece that's going to fall, that has all your code in it, that has your interact scripting in it, you know, all of that other stuff. Actually, sorry, I take that back. What I just said made no fucking sense. Because if it's a static mesh, then you can't interact with it anyway, so it'd have to be a blueprint no matter what. So then how do you interact with the piece to pick it up if it's just a static mesh that you know what I mean? Unless you automatically pick it up and you don't have to interact with it again. No, my landmine uses a static mesh and then spawns the GC and master field. The master field gets destroyed after 0.1 delay. So basically it spawns in, adds the force, and then GTFOs. Cool. You need to make a master BP node actor. Yes, indeedy. So, Amen, you're talking. Are you talking about what we've already made, which is this? Because I made contents. Where are you here? Chaos. BP master field. So, okay. So, if I open this up here, direction, box volume. Where do we set the size of all this stuff? The box volume, I can only imagine. Did they put any notes in here? Like good developers? Probably not. Of course not. Make everything hard for everybody. Okay, anyways, class defaults. This is probably stuff. Activation trigger. Ooh, let's do that. Fall off field shaped. Limit feasel. Can't kill particle. So this is all the good stuff here. Add GC component to it. To this master field. Okay. I see. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at these for a sec, just because I'm curious what's going on here. Total decay, dynamic states, fall off, text display. Is triggered. Why do they have that as an option for activation type up here, but not down here? Is triggered. And then you don't have a tooltip for it. Oh my god. Everybody's lazy these days. You make a in-engine system, but don't put any frickin' tooltips here? Come on. I assume that's going to be true. Is triggered. Can I get is triggered? And then convert that to a branch. Let's do this. And then I'm sure there's an event called trigger or something, or activate. CC trigger. So what does that do? Is triggered true. Oh, I see. Field active, true, initialize field. Okay, so that's delay onto a trigger. Use lifespan is triggered. Okay, so I gotta disable is triggered. True, and then you blah 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 blah. Okay. So that's gonna be closed. And then that bypasses. Okay, copy. Okay, so yeah, I just had to read the code just to see how it works. So this I'm gonna this I'm gonna delete because I don't need it. I'm gonna plug this back in. I just got to make sure that in class defaults this is set to trigger. That'll make it not automatically destroy. And then this is trigger needs to be false because it sets it when I trigger this event. So when we interact with this rock, we are going to call this event. So let's go into, we haven't made the actual OR blueprint yet, so let's do that. Would you spawn static meshes for LODs, then change it to the GC once in range or something? Wouldn't multiply GC all waiting to blow up or bog down. I, to be honest, might just call the blueprint. So... And anyways, yeah, I'd still have to add the thing to this, the static mesh to this anyway, right? Amen. Just because we're caching that destruction so that we don't have to redo it every time, because that's, I'm assuming, performance expensive for the performance of the game. So add GC. I don't see that in here unless you field processing. I'm confused, not gonna lie. I know nothing about this stuff. Yeah, me neither, to be honest. This is me learning it, so. Would you spawn, sorry, would you, that would be handled by the LOD, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Yeah, I would still call the blueprint if possible. I would do like 2000, right? So 2000 Unreal Engine units, and then it starts to show up, right? Just to save on performance anyway. But so I mean, to be honest, there's not too much geometry here anyway, so I don't think that's a big deal specifically for that. But anyways, so Eamon said to add the GC component to this master field, but I didn't see the component option there. Unless it's called something else. Or it's probably called straight up geometry cache. Geometry collection right here. Okay, so we'll just say the or, right? And then that's selected. Physics, all that kind of stuff. Chaos solver. I don't know what that means. Rest collection. That's what we want. Okay, so there's the master field. And then so let's just get this out of the way. And I assume that we'll have to move the let's put this off to the side so we can see what's going on here. Actually, I can just edit it right here. So I assume that we'll have to move this component I just added right here physically down so that it's, or do I have to move, what's the root here? Field system box volume. Or how about, oh yeah, that's the whole thing. Let's see here. Or, yeah. Let's go minus 50 on that. Okay, and then this whole thing is at 0, is it? I see, so this has to be 100. Okay, so that'll be fine, and then... Is that too small now, though, that master field? Should that be bigger? Because this static mesh is kind of big. Oh, I see, it's that 2... I see. That'll fix that. There we go. Okay, so that's good. And then we just gotta... Let's just see if it works here, so I'll swap it to... I'll swap it to trigger just to make sure that it works. Is that not what I have? No, sorry, this whole thing. Click on this. Trigger, let's do delay, and let's see what happens. That's pretty nice looking. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like that. And then let's maybe do another one. Can we do another one on top of that? Because like I feel like that would be a good. Or actually, you know what? Maybe let's make it a bit bigger. So what do we need to do to change the strength? Is that that'll be probably in these settings as well. Texture, no, none of these. Or would that be this or component that I made? So, yeah, if you guys are watching and you don't know what the hell's going on or any of this, I mean, this is how you do it. You just do it, figure it out. I mean, I have the help of the chat, obviously, so that's handy. But, yeah, you just do it and figure it out. And use tooltips where you can, right? Some of these don't have tooltips, which is really annoying. Look at the documentation on Unreal Engine's website and check it out. You don't necessarily have to rely on a tutorial, but a tutorial just helps just to see it in progress. Or in whatever it's called. So just do it. OT brick effect. You can also do slice and other stuff. The effect is uniform. Over here, you're talking about? Oh, planar. I see. Fractures with planes. Nice. Cluster custom. This is pretty cool. Okay, so you would. Okay, I see. And then you add it to a master. This is all coming together. And what is this? Histogram. Fracture hierarchy. Okay, is that just based on which... Okay, triangle counts, vertex count, okay. Don't forget to like the stream! Thanks, everybody, for having my back on that. And drink water. Unlike me, last stream, I drank literally no water and all coffee. Alright. So I wanted to make the sphere a bit bigger, so how did we... what was I in where I had the option for damages and stuff? No, it wasn't there. Was it the field component? There's like a whole thing down here where we're looking for like the 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 thing. You right? So, is a world field. Ooh. Updates. It's none of those. I just can't remember which one it was. All coffee, no water. This is the way. I mean, not when you take the meds I take and the other stuff I take. But, you know. Here it is. It's in the ore component that we made, the geometry collection component. So we're going to come down to damage and go here and... Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So damage threshold. I just don't know what this exactly controls. Right? So I'm going to do what Eamon said and do 5,000, 5,000. Let's just see what happens. That's really nice, everybody. That looks really good. And then after this happens, I think, you know how things fade away in games? How the hell do you do that in Unreal? You do that, like, there's no render opacity. Actually, is there a render opacity for a material? Because you could do that, and then once it hits 0, then you just destroy the thing, right? Yeah, that's probably what you would do, I'd imagine, hey? It's madness, I tell you. Okay, so anyways, this works exactly how we want it. So what we'll do is we will change the activation type to trigger, and then we just need to trigger this. So we will... this is a blueprint already. Blueprint master field. You know what I would do to make this modular is... let's see here. Can you select? You can. So does this stay in memory if it's just here? I would assume it does. I can't remember how to check that specifically. Does the game collection or stay in memory if it's here? Because my thought was if I go to the master field and so here we'll go to chaos. We go to this master field and we go to the construction script. Can we make an enumeration or get that enumeration that we made? And sorry, we haven't actually made it yet, pardon me. But and then tell it to, based on what it is, if it's wood, if it's or is it whatever, to use that specific chaos thing. That would also be a good thing to put in the data asset too. This actually would probably answer my question if I'm in here. So geo cache, we'll call it, and geometry collection. Well, what is this? Sorry. I wonder if you would actually just put the component. No, you wouldn't, because you'd be setting it each time. Sorry, rest collection. What is this? Like, what type of thing is this? Let me just, for 1 second here, just for, for funsies. I just want to see, like, I don't exactly know what that is. Get rest collection? What are you? Geometry collection. Okay, so that's all it is. I didn't see that in here. Well, that's a struct though, but this is an object. Here we go. Object geometry collection. So this is what it is. So yes, it would be loaded into memory. So you'd have to make this a soft object reference. And this is me just like with my own knowledge, like how I would probably do this just to save on memory, because you can make this modular, right? And in the construction script, we're gonna have to get the data asset, which we'll have to add in here now. So so data asset. Actually, that's how we'll do this. Data assets. Yeah, that's it. And then we'll do PDA underscore material, but we're gonna rename that to something else. Mineable. Okay. And next, let's go to, we'll do it in here. We'll do a blueprints enumeration, and e underscore mineable type. I don't know what I'm doing, by the way. I'm just like completely winging this because yeah, I have no idea how to do this. Chaos is newish to me. I obviously, like I said, knew about it, but I just have never done it. So display name will do, you know, tree, I guess. I mean, Christ, you'd be more specific than that. You'd be like what kind of tree it is, and or maybe we just do tree and then, you know, like red oak. And then you can do another one. It'll be like tree, you know, fir, whatever, right? And then same thing with ore gold, or you know, silver, whatever. It doesn't matter. You guys get the idea. So you do that, and then back in the master fields, you're going to get the data asset. And sorry, did we put that in here? We did. So geocache, which is a soft reference. So I don't think we need... Oh, we do need the material class. We'll just quickly make that too. It's not going to be anything crazy. Actor. And in here, we'll make a blueprint class, which will be a base class, right? So it'll be an actor base class. Mineable material, I guess. BP, and then base. Okay. Again, why do we make base class? All the stuff goes in there. You don't put any materials, any static meshes, anything like that in the base class. You put all your code in here that the children will inherit, and then you put all of the other stuff inside the children, because that is the best way to optimize your game. And it's basically the entire premise that Unreal Engine is made off of, which is object-oriented programming. Okay. So I am out of coffee. But anyways, yeah, because that's... the whole point of Unreal is everything that goes in a level inherits from actor, and you want to manage basically all the kind of things that are inheriting into the children. So, okay, so this is the mineable base. We aren't doing anything in here right now. We are just going to be able to select the material mineable. Is that how you spell it? Sure. Class, and now we're going to get a BP mineable material base. Soft class reference, okay? So whenever you're using data assets or data tables, everything you put in here that is pointable to in the content browser should be made a soft reference, okay? Then inside each one of the things, you just load it. The whole benefit of having data assets and data tables not only is to have a bunch of data that we can reference whenever we need to, but we're trying to control how much stuff is in memory at a time, right? So if we don't have anything loading until we're actually using it, then that's us using the memory effectively. So that's what you want to try to do when you're using any sort of data tables or data assets, okay? So if you guys are new here, or if you haven't seen the video on... the factory method, where you guys can basically create one blueprint and then spawn with everything with a data asset. That is the video to watch, because it goes over it in detail, and it is very, very good. Anyway, so that's great. So now inside the master field, I need to load this. Okay, so we're going to get the data asset. We're going to get, what's it called? We probably actually would want to do this off of begin play, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, mineable also, let's put this mine type, we'll call it. We'll make that the enumeration. Mine, there it is, mineable type. So there's that. This is going to control, like I said earlier, if you have a specific weapon that you want to have, or an item that you have equipped when you are doing the actual, the mining, say you have a pickaxe available, or equipped, pardon me, and you try to chop down a tree, it's going to check, hey, are we interacting with the, with ore, which is compatible with the item, or maybe you get the pickaxe's, mine type, which is ore, right? And then it's checking when you collide with a tree or you're hitting the tree, hey, is this the same mine type as the tool that you're using? No, it's not. Okay, well, we're not doing anything, right? So that's how you would do that. Yeah, this should be in the begin place. So before we do the parent stuff, okay, so remember the orange graph means that it's going to execute all of the code that's in the parent. Before we do that, we're going to set our data, okay? Or else we're going to get a bunch of access non-errors and nothing's going to happen, right? So we'll get our geo cache, and we are going to load blocking, okay? Because we don't want to do any of the parent stuff until this is done loading. Okay, once this is loaded, just thinking if there's anything else, we could do async and then just run off of completed. Let's do that just in case there's other stuff. So let's do async. This will load it in the background. And then it will, when it's done loading, it's going to come in completed, and then we'll do our parent stuff, okay? So this is a generic object reference, so we need to cast to the geocache collection, geometry, because that's what we need. And then we are going to set the, down here. Where the hell was it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so let's just call this the geo collection. Okay, because it's going to be based off what it is in the thing, right? So we're going to get the rest, whatever they called it. What? Not reset. What do they call it down here? The rest collection. So we're going to get the rest, or sorry, we're going to set the rest collection. Chaos Physics set rest collection. Yes, there we go. So that is going to do this, and really important, apply asset defaults. No. And sorry, really important that this actually comes out of completed, okay? Because we do not want to async load the asset and then immediately cast to it, because it might not be loaded and we're going to fail that cast, okay? So we're going to do this. We got to set some other things too. I think inside of our data asset, we should also have, impact force or something like that. You know what I mean? Impact force, which will be a float, I suppose. Okay, impact force, and what was the other thing was in here that we had to set to make this cool? Or is that all done in the cache? No, it's done here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So, okay, sorry, I've been ignoring comments because I've been in my own little world here. Okay, sent my GC removal settings on Discord for you to look at. It shrinks and then removes. Oh, so like all of the static meshes shrink and then get removed? That's pretty cool. Okay, sorry, I haven't looked at it since I mentioned the disappearing materials. You need to keep the geometry collection and the master field separate. Isn't it? Well, it was working with this, right? So, well, okay, let's just test what we have. Okay, so, and again, we're gonna make this not a trigger, and we'll just do delay so that we can see it working in action here. It didn't work, so unless I didn't, oh, you know what, sorry, I didn't set the data asset, that's why. So or I didn't create any data assets, I should say. So content data, we're going to make a miscellaneous data asset, and the parent will be the PDA mineable. Okay, DA ore. Material name, we'll say ore. And mineable material class is, we haven't created one for ore, but it doesn't matter because we don't have any code in there yet. Materials given, I mean, doesn't matter. We'll just say 5 because we don't have any code for that either. Same with material health, we'll do 100. We have to make the health component still too. Geocache will be the GC ore. Mining type will be, whatever, silver, doesn't matter. Impact force, we'll say 5,000 because that's what we had typed out, but we haven't put that in yet. We just want to make sure that this works. And I have to, Jesus Christ. I have to set it in the master field in here. Sorry, I got to make the data asset instance editable, which is what I just did off screen. Now, when I compile over there, I should see that right here. Data asset. Or simulate. There we go. Okay, so it does work. So you said we had to keep it separate. I'm confused why. Just let me know what your thought process is behind that, because I like learning too, and learning new ways to do different things. So, okay, so, I'm sorry, real time. Were you or you were answering somebody else? I think in a collection itself, you can highlight a bigger section and then break those again. I see. Okay, well, damage threshold or something. You know what I just noticed? Resolute hasn't said a goddamn thing this whole stream. Is he off doing stuff? It's been eerily quiet from him anyway. It's madness, I tell you. They use dithering material. Okay, to fade or dissolve. So no expensive transparency, just mass materials. Okay. Cool. Well, materials are not my strong suit, as a lot of people know here as well. So, but that's how you would do it. Copy. My rest collection is the actual part you made. Uniform box G collection, like you choosing a static mesh. Okay, yeah, but I think the way I did it is better, just because it's not loaded until you actually set the data asset here. So you could be in a cave, for example, right? And if that's a separate instance or separate level or whatever the case is, you're not going to load any of the tree stuff because you don't need it because you're in a cave, right? And then, let's see. Just thought of a funny way to use this system. I can like go kick a door and flip, and flipping make a door fly into pieces or something. I mean, isn't that what they do? Like, I'm thinking of the Call of Duty, like, you know, you breach the door and then it's the slow-mo thing and you shoot the guys in slow-mo, like that kind of shit, hey? Yeah. You also need a mass variable. It changes the effect immediately. Who do we got here? Mark tipped $10 through Super Chat to remind me that he was here, I guess. So, Mark, thanks a lot for the donation. I appreciate you.
Thank you!
So, Thomas Franklin says, what are you making? I'm just tuning in. We're doing a chopping and mining system. So I'm learning the chaos system today because everybody, or the people in chat here, are helping me figure out how to do that because I've never done it before. So this is looking pretty good. And then I'm adding my own little twist on it here to make it modular and fun. So, all right, let's see. Moo. Happy had to start the train, did he? Thomas Franklin, shout out to PayPal cashback. That's funny. Mark's like, I will only donate if I get a kickback. No, just kidding. No, Mark's probably one of the bigger, or is the biggest, I would say, contributor to donos. So Mark, I appreciate you. No, you sneaky, yeah. That's funny. So, anyways, back to this. The master field is what causes it to actually collapse and explode. I guess you could use the trigger system, but I find it easier to just spawn in as needed or from an object pool. Subtle plug. I'm curious. This doesn't tick, does it? Well, it's in the world, because if it ticks, that changes a few things. Let's look at the code here. Okay, so master field, this will be in the parents. We're going to open up the parent and check it out. If we are doing this, it enters the gate and then doesn't do anything, but does it disable the tick? because it really should. If this is just hanging out in the world, I think it doesn't do this because it's like Fat Man said, you're supposed to just spawn it in. So the way I'm doing it, I would want to disable tick until we're going to actually trigger it. Personally. So let's see what other people... Not be as broke as fuck, yeah. Yeah, I mean, shit, I'm broke as fuck. So that $10 is gonna help. I got Dairy Queen Blizzards last night for me and the fam. So there was me, Azura's daughter, and then my daughter. So I can't believe how expensive things are. So the little mini Blizzard was like $6. Like, it just blew my mind. I was like, how is that $6? $6 Canadian, which is like, well, it's like $4 American or something like that. It's almost $1.50 Canadian dollar to an American dollar. It's crazy. Mark, you want my PayPal link? There goes $50 for 4. Yeah, right. So, all right. He's probably listening while he works on his molding for his hospital. Yeah, he does. I like how he doesn't actually say anything. He just like runs in, donos some money, and then dips again. That's funny. Oh, okay, here he is. Who wants to fight? Comes in, steals top spot with $10. You're funny. So, what else we got here? So, the master field from an object pool subtle plug. Yeah. Our real-time Fat Man's suggesting to watch the object pool video. So... Yeah, so I think... would the master field be fine? Or would we create children from the master field? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because, like, then, so maybe instead of calling this master field, we can call this, like, because I'm just thinking, like, if you're placing stuff in the world, right? Like, you don't want to be, you want to know what it is, right? So we'll say BP, we'll say mineable, BP mineable master field, we'll call it, I guess. Sure. Yeah, because we can place that in the world now, right? So we don't need I don't need to be in fracture mode anymore. I'll just be selection mode. So I'll delete this as well. So you're probably gonna need yes. One sec. Yes, Don. What? One sec. Anyways, so I forgot where I was now. So yeah, we've made this. I was just realizing it didn't have a material on this box, which I think I said screw it, didn't I? I probably did. Anyway, so now I can drag this out and then we can duplicate it, and I can change this data asset to be, you know, any of these things, right? So I guess I should make this a static mesh, and we should create a geo thing for that too, hey? So I guess we don't need a stump anymore, so I'll just delete that for starters. Let's make this twice as big, I guess. Sure, for a tree. Sounds great. All right, let's go back to fracture mode. Now we need to create a new, uniform. No, we wanted a planar. Can you tell it where to plane? I would assume you can. New GC tree. Create geometry. Okay, yeah, perfect. So yeah, let's do like here. Actually, you know what? Let's rotate it just a slight bit, just so that it slides off. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to think. Can you add another one possibly? Planar, slice, cluster, just mesh. Fracturing using a shape of a chosen static mesh. That might be the way to go, hey? Let's make this a big S. That's what that's what she said, yeah. He's being small and cute. Yeah, he's gophering. So let's make. You guys are the funniest community I've ever found myself in. Well, David, that's good because we don't like no uptight, stuck-up communities, right, Resolute? Just kidding. Resolute was complaining about one the other day in the members section of the Discord. But anyways, so we'll just stick with a slice just to keep it different, you know. And let's is that all I want to do? I think so. So we'll hit fracture. Oh, sorry, we want to cancel that last one. So we've already fractured it, I see. So that's it, and I think it already saved it, so that's great. Is that all I need to do? Sweet. Okay, well, let's hit, not new, so I guess I just leave fracture mode now, and then now, I will delete this, and I will move this over, and then I will change this. I need to make one for tree now. Where content, data, duplicate this, and we'll call it DA tree. And this will be the tree, and this will be called tree. And we don't have that yet because it doesn't matter. Materials given, let's do like 10. I don't know, material health 100 as well. Tree fur and impact force, not much. Let's do like, sorry, the higher this is, the less force it has. Let's see here. You're goddamn right. We just finished watching Breaking Bad again last night. It's funny. He calls Mark out directly. Oh, Mark, I was about to read your message. Come on, you retracted it. Whose wife or girlfriend was afraid to join the Discord because she feared we'd think she was too crazy? We got Mark, she's safe. I don't want TG to read that one on screen. These three numbers are like, you want to break E randomly or just a bit of it? Yeah, I know, but is the higher number? Because like before it was like 500,000 and then we lowered it to 5,000. So the higher number means that it's less. You know what I mean? So let's do 50,000 then for this. Okay, so tree, we got that. So let's see how this all works now. So this is going to be tree. Except shit, you know what I didn't do? I didn't set this to tree. There we go, save. Oh, right, because that's or, derp. Shit, I wonder if that should be... maybe it should be in the... Let's go back here. Mineable field. Perhaps... This should be... If I put this in the... Excuse me. If I put this in the construction script, we'll be able to see it. Okay, we can't load. Looks like we can't load in the construction script. Does it... sorry, let me... I'm just curious if I try something here. I wouldn't need this. But... Let's get... Oh, sorry, no. I just put this in. Does it resolve it? It resolves it, but does that actually like show it in this level? It does. Great. Okay, so that's what I wanted, to be honest. So let's simulate and see what happens. Oh, nothing. Nothing happens. Did I set something incorrectly, or... yeah, it's on delay. These ones didn't even go, though, so... let's see here. I'll move this back over. Event graph. It's because I did that. Okay, copy. So I'm going to copy all this back to the event graph. Okay, and then same thing. I got to async this. Async load it. Then I got to cast to it. To geo collection. Okay, and then this is, I think, where we'll, out of the data asset as well, we will set the geo collection. We're going to set the damage, whatever the hell it was. Geo collection. It's down here, right? There it is. Damage threshold. Okay, so get damage threshold. See, I knew it was a float. For each. I mean, probably would want to be a little bit more specific on which one's which, but, you know, we'll just do this. And then we will set it based on our data asset. So data asset get damage, impact force. And then we're going to set this. Set is pretty probably all the way at the bottom. Set what do you call? Sorry, what do you call this? Just gotta constantly go back and freaking look at what each of the things are called. Geo collection. Set. It should just be set. Oh, perhaps I have to set damage. Set. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know how you would get that info here. I'm going for chili. Sorry. Gotta sneeze here at some point here. Anyways, chili's a banging idea. I got you some. Chili is good. I haven't made chili in a minute, so I see what you did there. I see what you did there. You can't get them. You can't get them set, so you have to set directly. So do you have to do it out of here? Garbage collection, set damage threshold. I see. Okay, so let's do this, and then let's, you still need a for each loop. Or actually, in this case, you need a for loop. For loop, and then you would, get the damage threshold at this point. And then you would get a copy. And then you'd plug this index in, and then you'd run this. Sorry, you wouldn't run that. Would you? Yes, actually this would work. You would get it, and then we can't set it. It'd be the same thing as before. You can get from the setback. And make array. Yeah, I was thinking of the make an array part, but so actually what I'll do Actually, shit, I just need to, like, I'm just plugging all of these in at once, basically. Right? So, I don't even need this. Or this, or this. There we go. Okay, this is all gonna come, this is all coming together now. Okay, there, so we've made the damage threshold what it is, and then we'll run the parent graph. Okay? And that's all correct. Okay, perfect. So let's test it out now. Nice. That piece I would prefer to not move, but... if it's in the ground, will it move? That's a genuine question. Let's, just for funsies, rotate this all the way around. And we'll move it up a bit. I'm super curious if this moves. Okay, that didn't work. It also doesn't have a static mesh until it breaks, so... because if I... Oh, hang on. Look at that. I see, the thing just falls through the map copy. So, forget that then. Let's do this. Let's see what happens. So that was... Oh, I see. That's in the floor. That's fine. Let's put... I want it is in the floor a little bit. I just want to see if it goes anywhere. I see. So I need like a tiny bit more force on that tree. So that'll be in the data asset here for the tree. And let's do like 10,000. That's pretty nice. Whatever. This, you know, the stump, I'm not sure how to go about that. You would probably... Actually, I know how... I think I know how I would go about that. Maybe? No. You'd almost have to add another static mesh in here that's unrelated to all of these, right? And then that one doesn't get affected, I guess. It's great seeing someone's brain work in real time. For the tree, you need a big mass, like 100,000 maybe or more for the tree. I mean, the tree's fine, I think. Wouldn't it? I thought it was fine. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, I think that tree's fine. Okay, anyways. TG, you can anchor that part. Can you? Okay, do you do that in the fracture thing here? So you can obviously choose the part. Anchored, yes. Okay, copy. So look at that. I just figured it out. Not very anchored, was it? Or do I have to regenerate it? Oh, no, it's already generated, I see. So this anchored, I put yes. Change the mass of the GC. Where do you trade? You probably change the mass somewhere in here, right? Yeah, mass. So, is this... No, this is just... I see. In kilograms? I mean, this tree's probably like... that, if I'm being honest. Pretty cool. These rocks would have probably a pretty big mass too. Say like 3,000. Whoops. I just want to simulate it. I don't want to play it. Those rocks look really good. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty happy with all this. That's more of a W anchored than an anchored. What? What are you saying? So this... So how do you anchor this part then? Leaf cluster interactive. I'm just looking at all the stuff here just to see if I can find it. Edits. Interesting. Okay, anyways, if you're looking in the geometry collection itself, you should be able to see set an anchor. Copy. Okay, so let's get out of this mode then, and let's go into the... wherever the hell it is, tree here. Open existing data flow. There, continue without data flow. So, let's see here. Enable clustering. I'll just search it, anchor. What is the data flow asset anyway? Is that particularly important? Question mark. Auto index is remapping. I don't see anchor in here. Should be in the GC or. So you should be sent an anchor. Okay. Collisions. Okay, here's the mass. I see. Okay. Optimize convexes. So define thresholds. This is the tree. Oh, okay. So the tree will do 10,000. Whatever, we'll leave that the same. Well, it changes it anyway. It overrides it based on our thing. So scale on removal, removal on sleep. Is this where you're talking about when able the particle will scale down, shrink when using being removed? Okay. Enable clustering. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything for anchors. The only place I saw to do anchors was actually in the thing, right? Anchors. Sorry, we'll go back to this. Fracture. Yeah. Yeah, right here. So this is anchored. Yeah. So initial dynamic state. Outliner, histogram. Open the GC file itself for anchors. Yeah, I was just in there. This is it, right? I even typed in it in the search and it didn't come up. All right, so yeah, I'm not sure where. Open the GC file itself for anchors. The GC file itself. Do I have to open it in... Oh, hang on. Is that what I have to do? I have to open it specifically in here? Or it looks like it's already open. Anyways. Field geometry collection component. Oh. Maybe I have to open the component itself, possibly? Like, because does this create a component? Master field 3. Oh, I see. Just via components. Just want to see. Where were you here? Oh, it's C++. Okay, never mind then. Asset as unsaved changes. Is this what the data flow thing is for, or what? Maybe I'll create a new data flow, sure. Data flow for the tree, sure. Simulated components. Do 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 do. Yeah, here, okay. Collected, so I just got to find where those what do you call them, are the actual pieces. Perspective. To make it discoverable, you need to open project settings, scroll all the way down and go to activatables, collect reference, then realize none of that exists while looking for it, maybe. When you save the where you save the file after you clicked on the new fracture. Well, yeah, this is the data flow or whatever, because I was in the original thing, right? This, but it's the anchors aren't in there. So, but this is the data flow for this. Okay, we'll get out of here because I can't see nothing, and then we'll do this. Scene outliner doesn't matter. Preview scene might be in there. Skeletal mesh. Generate blueprint transform. Cache parameters settings. Post editing. None of those. Damage. Size specific data. So I think we're getting kind of close here. Geometry source. Import settings, clustering, compatibility. Geometry collection. Do I just search anchor, I guess? Okay, there's nothing in there. I gave up on my crappy brain and Googled it. You need a field system actor. A blueprint actor, sorry? Oh, sorry, the field system actor is this, right? Because it's this is the your master master field, and that inherits from the field system thing I saw. Right? So open this up. Right? This is a field system master field. So that's that, and then we created this, which inherits from that. So I wonder if you would deal with that in here, possibly. You should be able to set it in the master field where it's anchored using that sphere. Oh, okay. So let's figure out how to do that. So there's the sphere volume, collision, details. I'm just gonna have anchor in here permanently just till we figure out where it is. Can character step on? New. Plane volume. What about in field system components? What about this? Interesting. Just gonna go up until I see something that's not character can step on. Looks like that's all it is. Okay. You should be able to set in the master field where is anchored using that sphere. I don't need that. So It's not a big deal. I don't want to spend too much more time on this because we got a couple of other things to do in this system, but yeah, so I'm going to skip this for now because it's like, does it suck? Yeah, it sucks. But I mean, I don't see it in here where you would edit that specific thing. The only place I saw it, like I said, was in this. If I click on this, here it is right here, is anchored, yes. Right, so that's the only place I saw, unless I have to move column mode, geometry, collision sensitivity, yeah, damage, yeah, whatever. Anyways, doesn't matter. Okay, anyways, so let's just continue on. We'll forget about that for now. But anyways, so we have all of these things. We need to set it to triggered. This whole thing, mastermind field, which is going to be our parent. We need to set this whole thing to triggered. Trigger, okay. And then probably we'll just do an interface for interacting. Okay, blueprint interface and BPI interact. Okay, let's open that up and just create the interact interface like you would normally interact. If that person's still here in the beginning, they wanted to know how to do the interact system. Here we go. Whoops, sorry, we don't need any inputs or anything. I believe, yes, I'm sure that that's fine. So, that's good. Is this third person? It is. So, in the case of third person, what I would probably do instead would just be to do like a sphere trace. So we'll open up the player. Yeah. Let's put a sphere trace around the player, the sphere collision, sorry. And let's go to the viewport so we can see where this is. Let's put it like, you know, here-ish, and sphere radius. That'll be your interacting. And maybe pull it back just a little bit. Seems pretty good. Just so like when you're not facing something, you're not interacting with it. And then we'll do the line trace inside the player as well, because that's where the sphere is, obviously. Okay, so functions, I'll make a new one. We'll call it trace, you know, line trace or interact trace. Okay, get our sphere. We're going to get overlapping actors. I guess we class filtered. Get overlapping actors with tag, maybe. Or, you know, maybe we can sphere trace. Let's sphere trace by channel. Sphere trace by channel. We're going to get the radius or whatever it was. Get sphere radius. We'll plug that into here. So we have this exact sphere radius. We will get world location. We'll get world transform, pardon me. Transform just so we can get the rotation as well. Okay, so we will break. We'll just split this then. Split, plug that into start. And then rotation, get forward vector. And multiply by... Actually, we don't need to do this, because we're just getting the sphere radius, right? So we literally just need location into start and end. Okay, so, and then we'll just make a new channel, because that's probably what I would do normally anyway. So, project settings, channel, new trace channel, which will be interactable. This will make a new channel so that we can tell Unreal basically whatever thing we want to interact with. We can tell it to block the interact channel. So we'll do that, and then now inside of our this guy, we'll do it in the parent though. So BP mindable master field. We are. Does this have collision on it? No, I don't think it does. Oh, okay, it does. Collision preset. custom. Let's do... do I have to compile for that to show up? I do. There we go. Interact. We're going to block that. Okay, so there we go. Let's ignore the rest of these because this is for the default one, not for everything else. Okay, so we'll just do that. Because that's what it was initially. It had no collision as the default, but we will have to do query just to have the interact, I believe. So let's see if that works in our thing. Sorry, we got to finish this guy. So trace channel we'll compile so we get access to interact, and actors to ignore self. We'll do a debug. We don't need to do the debug right now. It'll work. Drag out of here, push B for to check if we're actually hitting something. And if we are, we're going to grab the out hit, break it, and get our hit actor, and then we're going to interact message. Okay, so we're just going to interact with them. We can skinny this up. That's all we need. Okay. Because this isn't going to fire unless they have the interact channel blocked anyway, so this is pretty much always going to be firing off. Okay, so now in the mineable master field, we're going to go to the event graph, and we're going to implement in class settings that interact interface. Implemented. BPI interact. We're going to call that right here. So when this is called, we are going to get our... do we just call it here? I think we... do, yeah. Trigger, or whatever they called it, CE trigger. Okay, so we're going to enable that. I did say that I think that we should disable tick off of event begin play. So set actor tick enabled to false here. Okay, and then before we trigger it, let's set tick enabled. Set actor tick enabled to true. Okay, so that'll save on performance. We'll do visual calling and stuff afterwards. Okay, so what do we got here? Good God, this is why this was so much easier pre-UE5. Oh, was it? For anchoring, Ask Gemini how to anchor a GC fracture part using... because it's a bit long to answer. Yeah, we can look at it after. You look at all those decimal numbers. So many jokes. Must keep it friendly, family friendly. Yeah, if you can. Anyways, let's test this out now with actual players. So there's our things that aren't exploding, and then when I interact with them, they should blow up. I think. So not working here. So let's just drag this over here so we can see what's happening. First off, let's simulate the game. Then let's choose master field. 0 would be that first one we made, so it'll be this one over here. So if the interact's not firing, that means that we have an issue. Oh, you know what it is? I'm stupid. Can't believe I'm that dumb. Anyways, so it's in our third-person character. We need to actually call this function when we. So we need to create an input and stuff. Input actions. Input action. I_interact. Sorry, I don't need to open it there. I need to open it in the IMC. Default. There we go. Default key mappings. There's literally none. Oh, here we go. Okay, and this will be interact, and I will make that the F key, which is my preferred interact key on PC. So let's save. Now we'll go into our... this should go into the player controller, to be honest. But we will do it in the player because I'm just thinking, well, again, it should go in the controller. So why don't we do it properly? Content, third person, blueprints, third person controller. Okay, I_interact. Okay, so when we get started, now we need to get the player, which, yeah, we can just cast to the player off of begin play because it's always loaded anyway. The only problem with that is if you die in the game, that player character was destroyed. right? So if you cast to that player character and that player character dies, you now have a stale reference to the old player character that died, right? So when your character dies and respawns, your character needs to tell everybody, like they need to have an event dispatcher saying like respawned, and then everything that did cast to the player character, we'll just cast to the person character. Get player character. Okay. And we'll just get a reference. Okay, so now we can get the third person character and we can do interact trace. Come on, get out of there. Interact trace. There it is. Started. Boom. Okay, so hopefully this will work now. Let's see. Let's interact with this guy. Nothing happened, so... sorry, on my other screen, I'm just going to see is the controls firing, so that's good. Now the next part to look at is the master field. Is this firing? So we're looking to see if there's anything here. Nothing's happening there. So next thing to look at is the player, this, because this should be firing. Third person character. Which it is, but it says it's not hitting anything. So that means it's something to do in this master field in the collision settings. So did we do this all wrong? Probably, to be honest. So let's go no collision. Not even like custom. Let's just do no collision here. And let's find where all the collision's happening. It's probably happening in... the GC? The Geo, maybe? That's the chaos. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, so let's interact, block that here. That's where the collision, it seems to be doing the collision, so let's try it now and see if it works. Look at that, eh? Look at that, eh? Pretty nice. Has a camera shake and everything. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. See, this is the stuff that most people don't show you. Most would call it boring, but this is educational as it gets. He's showing you how to diagnose. Yeah, exactly, right? The GC needs to block the channel. Yes, I did that. I don't know how delayed the stream is. I don't think it's that delayed, is it? But anyways, there it is. That works. And okay, so now when we interact with it, we have to do a couple of other things. So we interact with it. We wanted to do a health component. We got 45 minutes left-ish on the stream. So let's quickly create a health component, which was the first thing I ever did on this channel, everybody. So, which is funny. So we'll do the content. We will do a new folder called components. And we will open that up, and we will make a new component. Blueprint class. Actor component. Why are we doing the actor component? If you don't know, because a lot of things in your game have health, so you might as well make a component so that you could just plug it in. Okay, so BPC underscore health component. Okay, so I can just do this from memory because I've done this 100 times. So variables will need current health. Sorry, just current. Health. Float. Health's always a float because you got to convert it to a percent, right? So, and then max health. And yeah, percents in Unreal are generally between 0 and 1, so you got to make sure that the decimal point's in there. We have to... what else do we need? We need a dead variable. Okay, God, my pants are getting so tight right now. Yeah, are they? Dr. House showed me how to diagnose. GG, guys. I have to go to sleep. See y'all next stream. Take care. Thanks for joining, David. See you next time. Okay, so we got dead. We got current health and max health. Just a couple functions. You know, make this modular for everything, right? So we need gain health. And... we need, I'll start with this because it's easy. So we'll just say health to gain, or we'll just say health, which is a float. And it'll be health plus current health, and then setting the current health. But we actually have to have a clamp in here. Clamp, so we don't go above our max health. Clamp float. Okay, minimum is max health, or maximum, sorry. And minimum is 0. Okay, so that's how you do that, and then we'll hit a return node. And we could output our current health, why not? Okay. Perfect. Then we'll duplicate this, because it's going to be similar, but it's going to be take health. Okay, and for this one, we're going to minus current health, so we'll delete this node. We're going to minus current health from our... Is that right? Yes. Okay, and then we'll plug that in, and then we'll keep the clamp in there. And so yeah, the current health won't go below 0. That's really important, because we're going to check here now if our current health is 0. And if it is, we're dead. Okay. Dead, set to true. And then we're going to call an event dispatcher called onDeath. Okay, that should be it. We'll plug this in here. And then, yeah, this death variable should be false, right? Okay, good. These should be instance editable, so we could set our current and max health for all the different things. Okay, and I think that's it. We don't... Yeah, we'll keep it simple-ish for now, so we'll just do those. Okay, so that's done. We need to get out of this. Let's go to our master race. No, just kidding. Our master, where was it? Was it chaos? Yeah, here we go. Okay, so we're in here. We're going to add the health component into these guys. BP health components, and we'll say, you know, mineable health, I guess. Okay, there's our mineable health. We'll set its current health. Well, we'll set its max health to 100, but and dead is there. On event begin play. Maybe, you know, above here we can set our max health, right, from our data assets. So we'll grab our mineable health and we'll set our current health, and then plug that into here. So we'll load this in, and then we'll set all of our current health from our data asset, which in this case we'll get our health, material health. I did make it an integer, which was wrong. Let's change that. Okay, there we go. We'll plug that in. So now we're going to set our current health, and we're going to break this. Sorry, no, we're gonna yeah, break this here. We will enable tick when we interact with it, and then we're going to make it take damage. So if you guys don't know, there's a damage system built into Unreal already. So we'll just we'll call take. I think it's just take damage, isn't it? Maybe not. It's event. Event take damage. That's what it is. Take damage. I swear to God, this is. Oh, you know what? This isn't. This doesn't inherit from actor, does it? So it won't. I don't think it'll have it. Oh yeah, class defaults. It could be placed in the world, so it should inherit from actor. I'm just trying to find the thing I need here. I don't see it on here. Okay, on event, take any damage. That's what I want. So yes, it does inherit from actor. So you would have to subscribe to this, which we'll do up here. I will break this though, and we'll do create not create event, sorry. Event dispatch. Oh, it was create event. Okay, and then it will be take any damage right there. Perfect. So, yeah, and then of course we're going to get event end play. Okay, and we are going to unbind from that event. Unbind from take any damage. And create an event again. And it'll be that same one. Okay, and once again, we're unsubscribing from the event so that we can make sure that this properly can get destroyed when we destroy the actor, okay? All right, so when we take any damage, we are going to... We have to bind to another one, too, in a second here, I think. But anyway, so on event take any damage, we're going to grab our health component, and we're going to take damage, or take health. Okay, there's the damage that came in. There it is. Okay, so on interact, we got to damage the actor, basically. So we'll say apply damage. Apply damage. Damage actor will be self. Okay. The base damage will be like, I don't know, like 25. Damage causer, this is more for, oh yeah, this has to be damage type, just regular damage. Damage causer is more for like multiplayer stuff, right? So it's like, you know, when you die and then it tells you who killed you or who did all your damage, like you can plug that in. This doesn't really matter because the player's damaging it, right? So somebody tell me why I just modeled a ceiling molding when all I had to do was rotate the floor molding. Oh, Mark, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. That's the first thing I would have thought of, just to do less work. But yeah, anyways. Set dead true or set dead tree. Yeah, right. Well, what we're going to do now actually is we are going to go to our mineable health, right click, add events on death. So when we kill our mineable thing, we are going to destroy it. Okay. When we take health, we're just going to get a print string and we're going to just put our current health in just so we can see what that is while we mine it. Okay. And that should be everything I think we need to make this health system work. So let's, no, it's not. I need to set the default max health. Oh, I did. And then we set it from the data asset. Okay, cool. Never mind. So let's hit play. Here we go. Let's go to the big rock first. So we'll hit it. 75 health, 50, 25. It dies. Oh! Went into this not knowing how to do a mining system, and now we do. Okay, so that's how you would mine that. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the system. I would think. I don't know what else we would need to add. Other than, sorry, the on-death event, by the way, is where you would add... So, sorry, I'm just going to add a reroute node just to comment it. So this is add to inventory here, right? This is how I would do it. Probably would have like an interface anyway for the inventory, right? So actually, is this an actor object reference? Can I get player character here? You know what? Your inventory would be in your player state anyway, so you'd get player state here, right? And then you'd have an interface where you add your this item to your inventory, right? So in that case, you would get. I'll just finish this. Shit, we got time. Let's just do it properly, right? So components, or sorry, new folder called framework. Framework, buddies. Okay, framework, make a new blueprint class for player state, because this is where you should be storing all of your inventory stuff, okay? BP player state, and then of course you need to double check. Somebody had an issue with this the other day in the Discord, and this has happened to me too. I just opened up player state, look at what it's inheriting from. Player state. That means when I push play, I'm not going to be able to move. I lied. But anyways, it should not be... actually, no, sorry. Player state's the only one that doesn't do that. It's game mode, I think. If you make a new game mode, and it inherits from game mode, you're not going to be able to move. Same with game state. Maybe I was getting that confused with game state, but yeah, anyways, they should inherit from the base class. Okay, this one, I don't know. It just works, I guess. I'm not going to blame for that, so... player state. Okay, anyways, so, you know, we'll have a variable here for, you know, your inventory. Right, you'll have a, in data, you'll have a struct, wrong thing, blueprint, structure, for your, you know, inventory item. Okay, you know, I'm not going to flush this out at all, but, you know, your name, right? So, which is a name. That's literally all I'm doing. But yeah, you would do a normal ass inventory thing that I've shown many times on here. So yeah, you have your inventory item. So this would be inventory item. Okay, this would probably be an array, right? And yeah, we're gonna start with no items, and then I'll just do a quick debug here in a second. But yeah, so let's create an interface now. Content interface, new one for BPI inventory, we'll call it. Okay, this will be add item to inventory. You know what? Sorry. This guy actually, it wouldn't be name. It would be the item data asset, right? And then that would be this would be a data asset of whatever the item is that you made, and then you would have one in here for an amount as well, and that'll be an integer. Okay, save. So yeah, again, this would be a data asset. That's what you'd make that, put all the information you need for your item, right? We don't want to load anything in for this item that we don't need. We don't need it in this mineable master field, right? We only need all of the master field stuff. And then when we destroy it and add the item, we just need the item's data. And then when we need to actually use the item or load an image or whatever, we can do that where we need it. We don't need to do it in here, right? So data asset. Okay, and I don't think I've made mineable data assets. So yeah, we haven't really made anything for that, have we? So we have the mineable, the tree and the ore, but that's for something specifically different. So this one we would want to make a new blueprint class and another PDA. Yes, this actually would be for the item itself. So primary data asset, and we'll just say PDA item, right? So yeah, we'll open that up. Excuse me. So what do you want here? You want a name? And we want, you know, whatever static mesh. We'll say static, item mesh, if you have that in your game. I like how I was like, I'm not doing this, and then I'm doing it anyway. Okay, item mesh, so you get a static mesh soft object reference. You'll load that in the actor, right? And then probably do item image, which will be a texture 2D. And that'll be a soft texture 2D. Because remember, in the UI, you can set brush by soft texture. So you can keep this soft, shut up, Mark, all the way until we get to the UI, and it actually needs to load the image, right? So you can plug that right into that node, set texture by soft, set brush by soft texture. Okay, and then, you know, I don't know what else you need in here for now, but yeah, that's good. So, yes. Right? Yeah, you're typing that one. So, no, so hopefully everyone's not losing me here. So, I think in the mineable we would want, yeah, that is what I was going to do. So PDA underscore item object reference. Okay, so now we can set that inside our tree and stuff once we, here we go. So we'll, sorry, we got to right click and get miscellaneous. Can you right click, please? Thank you. Miscellaneous data asset. And the parent is PDA item. DA tree, wood, we'll call it, right? And then one more for silver. And I was thinking of duplicating this and calling it like gold ore, and this one silver ore, right? And then we'll just open up gold ore, and we'll set this as not that yet, but so I guess I got to make one for for gold too. Silver ore, silver, duplicate that, and we'll call this gold. Okay, gold ore will be gold ore. The silver ore will be silver. Material name, I don't care. At this point, it doesn't matter. And then tree will be wood. And, okay, so now we're going to just populate this with some data. We'll say name is gold, and then the other things we don't have anything for, so we don't going to worry about it. But we just need to set the names in here so that we can show you that this works. Okay, and wood is, you know, firewood or whatever the case is. Okay, done. Let's save all these. I get 26 unsaved. Crash now, and it'd be kind of bad. Anyways, so yeah, just make sure this is on save on compile always. It's just the best fail safe ever, because I compile like I don't even have to think about it. As soon as I'm going to leave a thing, I'm compiling every single time. And then I also have it set to, it compiles everything, I believe, by default when you hit play. So that means every time you play your game, it saves all your stuff. So do that. Anyways, okay, so this data asset, we're going to get the item or the material, what do we call it? Well, we need to get materials, number of materials given anyways, so I'm just going to type data asset because I can't remember what we called it. Get mineable data asset. Okay, sure. Okay, I think I got to change this struct. I do. So PDA item object reference. Okay, sounds good. So that's your item, your data asset, and the amount. And then in inventory, pardon me, in mineable master field, we're going to make item, and we're going to plug the data asset in, and we're going to plug the amount of items that this particular mining thing gives. Okay. And now when we trigger this interface, we're going to go to our player state. It's going to trigger this. And so now we can drag it here, get name, plug that in. Actually, let's append this just so we can get more than one data. Append, and we'll say, we'll add 3, and we'll say item, and then we'll plug in the array index to know what item it is, and then we'll plug the name in here, and then we will plug the, sorry, I plugged the amount in the wrong one. Index array, there we go. Okay, so it's all looking good now. So when we add it, or debug our inventory, we are going to find out what the item is, item number, so that's the index of the array, then the name of the item, and then how much of each item we have, okay? So we'll hit compile. I don't have an input for debugging, so we'll just make a quick one in our controller. Debug, I don't know, 1, I guess. Debug 1 key, and then we're gonna get our game state, or get, pardon me, player state. And then we're going to debug inventory. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that should all be done here. See what we got here. Everyone's scared of you, Mark. TG, how's the chair? Chair's great, man. It's awesome. I just before this stream started, the reason it started like only 5 minutes before when it went live is because I was recording the member video where I answer your guys' questions. So I gotta edit that here probably tomorrow just to get that all done. Anyways, so let's try it out and see what we got here. Okay, so we're gonna interact with this and break this rock and We're gonna get some ore. So is that what we got now? It's not working. Or is it? Oh, it was working. One. Or that one, sorry. And let's see, where's player state? Yeah, that's what I want. And debug inventory. Is this not firing? Interesting. This isn't firing. Unless oh, you know what? I didn't set this player state in as the default. Third person. Oops, I was there. Game mode. Player state. BP player state. There, now it'll work. So I hit 1. It doesn't print anything because there's that array is empty. But I'll break this, and now we have 1 silver. Or sorry, we have 5 silver. And then this will be the same. So sorry, I'll just change this data asset to be gold ore so that we get something different. Okay, we'll break some wood. There's our wood. There's our silver. Oh no, the chaos. There's our gold. Okay, so now we're gonna look. Item gold, silver, firewood. Okay, so it all added to our inventory. That's how you do a mineable system. So just like that, everybody, with some extra help, which if you're new here and you haven't joined the Discord, I recommend you do, because everybody in our Discord is very helpful, very positive, including Mark. Don't get discouraged by some of his comments. He's actually super helpful, very resourceful. He's always posting links about helpful stuff all the time. But basically, yeah, so it's a great place to be. I had no idea what the hell I was doing at the beginning of this, and at the end of this, I have a working system because you guys helped me out here, right? So the chaos system looks awesome, so I might use that a lot more, to be honest. So and that's very performance friendly as well, because you're caching the destruction and then just reusing it. Okay, so yeah, that's great. And then obviously I had a general idea of how I think I would have done this, so it looks like it worked out pretty good. So yeah, so the link to the Discord's in the thing below there. Okay, so I will keep talking to you guys for a little bit here if you guys want. So I just obviously got to comment box everything so I can... oh, my camera disappeared. Or do I have to just re-enable it here? Standby. Has my camera been gone for a bit? I haven't even noticed. Or did my... camera just die? No, my camera didn't die. There we go. Okay, I don't know why I didn't, it decided to not do a thing. Okay. Has my camera been off the whole time? I don't even know. Okay, Google. Stop. I don't know why Google decided to do its thing, but anyways, so yeah, I can take questions and stuff. Your camera has been gone since you brought UE up. I did mention it. Oh, I didn't even notice, so that's crazy. Yeah, my camera's been really weird. I don't know what the hell's been going on, but anyways, that's fine. So, anywho's, yeah, so I'll take questions while I just kind of clean this up and add comments and all that, and then I'll make it available for members. So, I am here. You, are you a My Hero Academia fan, Tommy? Because, well, so, okay, you know what's funny is we're watching Dragon Ball Z right now, and it's just like, it's absolutely crazy how many characters Chris Sabat played. It's like they only had 4 people working at Funimation when they dubbed Dragon Ball Z. So, buy merch, join the Discord, and, yeah, so that, like I said, worked out really well. So, my camera is being super sluggish and slow. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Looks like I have drop frames, and let me deactivate and reactivate my camera again. I don't know what the hell's going on here. If I deactivate my camera, does my frames go up? It doesn't. So anyways, looks like the stream's being all weird, so that's fine. So yeah, I'm not sure why the kilobytes are so shitty. There we go. Okay, it's picking up now. So let me just do something here. See if I can fix this. Let's see what's happening here. Oh, okay, there, it's working now. This is my camera. And the frames are good, so I don't know what's going on there with the dropping of frames, etc. So, but we'll do this. There we go. Hopefully that'll fix some issues here. But anyway, so yeah, I'll just start doing some commenting here and answer some questions. Wait, you were streaming? Yeah, I stream every Saturday. WOV, come and join us. But the stream's almost over now, so that's a wah-wah. But anyway, so we got actor, we got mineable material base. We don't need that anymore, do we? Let's delete it. Yeah, I'm not showing stuff, so it's fine. I'm just commenting anyways. So, but anyways, yeah, so showed off Tarkov at the beginning, so hopefully that's, you guys are looking forward to that. It's going to be super great. Here we go. All right, start commenting. Tommy left? Ah. TG doesn't do push-ups, he bench presses the earth. You guys are funny. So, all right. Unbinds. You know what, I'll just show my screen anyway, so that you guys can see what I'm doing. Unbinds. So, unbinds for garbage collection. I'm going to actually spell that out because GC means something different in this tutorial for garage collection. Could you imagine? It's like, right. Come to collect your garage. What? Not my garage. Anyways. So, this is where I'll do this. Okay. Actually, we can delete these because we don't use them. Okay, so the comment here is we load the what do we call it? Geometry. How do you spell that? Load the geometry collection from data asset and set current health and impact force. Keeps everything decoupled, loading from data asset. There we go. And I'm going to comment this and says runs parent graph. And we'll say here disables tick for performance. Okay, that's done. What's this? Interact. So when interacting with mineable item, we apply set damage. So I'm going to add some. I see that my camera's still being stupid. I'm just going to disable my camera. This is retarded. I don't know why. That's so frustrating. Okay, well, anyways, I deactivated my camera, so hopefully you guys can still hear me. Just let me know in the chat if you can hear me, because, yeah, my bitrate is garbage right now, so I'm not sure what's happening. Gonna chat and answer questions, promptly doesn't. Just went back about 10 seconds, works great. Cam is dead, I think you're right, Tommy. Yeah. Did the winter storm freeze all the internet tubes? Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. I don't know what I can do while I'm live to, like, not make this suck ass. Stream. Appearance general. Yeah, I'm just going to comment box it and make it available for members. So, hope you guys like that. And I will see you guys next week where we'll make something else super cool. All right, so until then, you guys have a good one. Bye.